Well, it is a busy day on this first day of summer. Of course, it is Founders Day 2025, a day when stations from across the country give back to their communities. And here at WJHL, that's about helping the victims of Hurricane Helene. And it's happening today at Miss Connie's home right here in Chuckey, Tennessee. I showed you earlier, you've got John and Alex from WJHL, of course, doing some painting over here in this room. We're also joined by a lot of other volunteers. There have been dozens and dozens of volunteers. We've got a youth group right here from a church in South Carolina. They have actually been volunteering throughout the week. They are working on just a beautiful shower in this area, and we're going to take just a minute. You were telling me you guys have been doing all kinds of projects this week.
Yes, we have. We've been doing siding, inside work. I've been refinishing some benches for Miss Connie, so yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
And of course, giving back to your community and serving, and that's what this week is all about. I bet that it's brought you guys closer, and then also closer to the people here in this area.
Yeah, it's really important that we keep the community in mind when we do all these projects so we can help them out. And yeah, I think it's brought us all together closer as a team too.
Yeah,
so yeah,
as a group. Well, doing wonderful work. Of course, this is the bathroom area, and you can see just how they're still working on the floors, working on getting that washer and dryer in. But we were talking about just how much work has happened in this home over the last several months. Of course, if you were here the day that it happened, they tell me the water was as high as some of these cabinets here. Everything had to be gutted. We have the contractor here with us. You were telling me too about just how far you guys have come. Kind of describe what Miss Connie's home looked like following the flood.
When I came in here, the walls were all stripped down to studs, and all the flooring was up. There was an array of material that was done here. I guess this home was built in 1902, somewhere in there, but now 1909. So it's just amazing. The volunteers that have come in here and the organization from Kenneth, Cherie, Hands and Feet Ministry have orchestrated all this work and brought this all together. So I'm really proud of Kenneth here, his wife, all the teams, volunteers that have come in here since the flood. You could just look around and see the work that's been done here.
Yeah, and you were telling me, Kenneth, it's not going to be too much longer. And I know Miss Connie, you guys have gotten to know her as you do the other homeowners. Really get to see the difference that your ministry is making and giving these folks hope.
Yeah, you know, I was telling Cherie yesterday, sometimes it's like the little things with it, like the kids wanting to repaint the swing and fix that stuff for her sitting on the porch and stuff like that. So, it's, what is it? Just the small finite things make a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And then seeing those volunteers come in day after day, and then today with it being Founders Day, of course, we're going to be here throughout the day. How important have these volunteers been to what you guys are doing as an organization?
I think it's been instrumental. It's been the key. There are times that, when none of the drywall was up, Brett or I would just look across the building and we'd just smile at each other like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And I was trying to come up with a number yesterday, but I think after this week and with the amount of volunteers that I have coming in next week, we may be right at 700 different people just on this project.
That is amazing. The spirit of volunteerism alive and well in Tennessee. Hands and Feet organization doing incredible work. They are not done yet, too. They're helping other families, and they've got a goal even further down the road as well. If you want to learn more about them and how you can get involved, that information is right there on your screen.